Welcome everyone to tonight's matchup with the East Longmeadow Spartans hosting the Longmeadow Lancers. Last year, Longmeadow was 16-6, losing in the quarterfinals to Hingham. East Longmeadow last year split differences with Longmeadow, winning our first game in 25 years, as Longmeadow won the other one. So East Longmeadow last year, I don't know where I have it. East Longmeadow beat Longmeadow 17-4 at home, as Longmeadow beat East Longmeadow 20-14. I have a special co-host tonight, in Steve Vino. He's going to do lacrosse with me, not his specialty, but how you doing, Steve?
Well, Jeff, people say that I usually don't know what I'm talking about. This might be especially true tonight, well, but I don't know. I listened to some of the last broadcasts. You're doing a terrific job, and I just got a little bit nostalgic for the soccer and basketball days. And
it's always against Longmeadow. It's always good. Longmeadow's 5-3. They lost to Chelmsford in the opening, their opening matchup. They lost 17-8, and East Longmeadow lost to Chelmsford the other day. They got spanked. What they lose?
That was just a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah, they lost 11-8, and then we got beat by Chelmsford 17-8.
Okay, well, I'll be eager to learn and provide whatever commentary I can here, Jeff. So
players to watch, Steve, are going to be Sam Goodwrench. She's a Mass Live Super 7.
Okay.
She's going to Holy Cross. And Hornick is another Super 7. She's going to Villanova. Addie Jordan gets the ball, quickly gets over the restraining line to set up East Longmeadow's offense. As she gets the ball, passes the ball over to Mac Whitwer, kicks the ball over to Kenna Marino, Marino over to McKechnie, McKechnie over to Lukasik, back to McKechnie, over to Marino.
Spartans working the perimeter, looking to try to find some way in for a seam.
There's a lot. They try to get a lot of shooting space, Steve. That's when go like this. Mac will take it around the corner, goes in, save off the post. Longmeadow comes up with the ball. Loose ball on the ground. Caroline Lukasik there. Ball still bouncing around. Calabrese tries to get in there, but no good. It's number 7, Din, gets the ball, and she's chased down by Addie Jordan. She'll have to turn around and kick the ball back all the way over to Burke.
So Longmeadow looks to reset at midfield, builds their attack from there.
Number 14, Conway, she's one of their leading scorers on their team. She's a sophomore, and Conway has 14 goals on the season. She kicks the ball over to Henson, back to Conway. Once they get to the other side of the field, I have a tough time seeing that.
It's that tough time between the sun's not really all the way down yet, and yet the lights are not on yet, so we'll have to see how that goes in the interim. Oop, ball's on the ground.
Ball's knocked loose by Jordan. Lately, when we've been playing a lot of the Eastern Mass teams, we get a lot of calls on the officials for an illegal check, which doesn't seem to be. We've only had 2 games where the officials have let the girls play on, which is always better to let them play on.
Of course.
That'll be an illegal check. And Henson will be getting an 8-meter. Longmeadow's first attempt in the 8-meter. Jenna Holly with her first save. Good job by Jenna Holly. Quickly kicks the ball out to Kenna Marino, who's got some speed, and she's getting chased down the field. I believe that was
Mac with some
Goodwrench.
space.
Yeah. Nice
ball.
Oof,
nice save.
Nice save.
Nice save.
Nice pass, and Angelina Trulio fires a shot in there, but Vanderhoof gets her first save of the night.
Yeah, that was a terrific attack by the Spartans. They really worked the ball well. That was a good shot. Nice save.
I think this might be one of the things Longmeadow might have a tough time with in the past last year, was beating the ride on East Longmeadow.
Yeah.
East Longmeadow kind of does a zone ride. Ooh, gets the ball over to Henson.
Penetration
Henson,
there.
Longmeadow on the board first. Longmeadow up 1-0 with 8:45 to go in the first quarter.
Give the Lancers credit there. They had a nice save at that end, and then it was a good counterattack developed down the field there.
Yeah, Longmeadow's very, very quick. Like I said before, East Longmeadow has only beaten Longmeadow one time.
Right.
That was last year, so they're 1-25, Steve.
Wow.
East Longmeadow scored 118 goals and have given up 439 goals in that time span. So East Longmeadow, needless to say, the last 18 years has been handed pretty good by Longmeadow. 43% of all East Longmeadow's all-time goals have come in the last 6 games against Longmeadow. So that goes to show you the last 3 years how good the Spartans team has been.
Absolutely. And while I'll say that is certainly not a terrific stat for the Spartans, I will compliment you on the compilation of these stats.
Yes. Yeah,
I see that you have brought your A game.
We have a stat
statistical
guy.
research here. That's very impressive.
LCAT hired a stat guy this year, so.
Was that with what they were saving on my salary? They were able to
with
get
your salary, we were able to get a stat guy.
Okay.
Addie Jordan with the ball up on top, looking to make a move. She does a dodge, kicks around. They'll look to double her up at times throughout the night. She goes around the corner, takes a girl, goes in, looking for somebody, kicks it a ball over to Mac Whitwer. Now it's Mac Whitwer's turn. She goes through one, nothing there. She kicks the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie does a dodge. Goes around the net, gets the ball over to Lukasik. Lukasik goes around, nice feed.
Yes.
She turns around,
another
takes
nice
a shot.
save.
Nice save by Vanderhoof,
Nice save.
who stuffs Whitwer. 2 nice saves by Vanderhoof. Nice passing around. That's how you pass the ball around and find that open person.
They've both been good looks. They were good shots. Just nice saves.
Hornick gets the ball up to Goodwrench. She gets the ball up to Conway. Conway sees some space.
Makes a good run toward the goal. Nope, nothing doing.
She's met by Grace Howard. Grace Howard pushing her all the way out. Harmless call way out outside the 20 as Longmeadow will reset their offense. Anderson over to Conway. Over to Goodwrench. Oh, missed pass by Goodwrench. And Grace Raypold ends up with the ball, gets the ball all the way back to Jenna Holly, and East Longmeadow will look to get the ball out of their zone. Get the ball up to Mac. Mac gets space. Mac will keep going.
Goes right by her.
Steve, you'll hear them blow that whistle. Take it out one more, Mackie. There you go. Mac goes by. Behind the net, looks to get Calabrese. Vanderhoof's there to pick off the pass.
Wow. Great first quarter for her.
Greenman with the ball. Greenman still with the ball, goes around the net. Gets the ball over to Burke, to Greenman, to Conway. Or to Anderson. Goodwrench over to Henson. They move the ball around,
It's a little
waiting
bit,
for something to happen.
a little more methodical this time. Well,
And East Longmeadow will get another 8-meter.
are these 8 meters? Are these direct? Can these go directly in?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yep. So they can either shoot and even now on a 12-meter, they can shoot them from the 12-meter. Last year you couldn't do it. But yeah, most of the time they run it in, or depending on which hash mark they get it on, they will throw it over. Nice save by Jenna Holly.
Nice save. Help her out, clear it out of there.
And once it gets in that circle, nobody can get their sticks in there. Quickly get the ball up to Kylie Marino. Kylie Marino's got her wheels. She's keep going. There we go. She gets the ball over their straightening line. They'll slow it down, set up the offense.
Nice work getting that ball out of trouble in the back.
Yeah, East Longmeadow's got 2 freshmen that play around the back of the Kendall Reed and Kylie Marino. Doing a good job back there.
It's good to hear. Nice to see young players coming up, contributing to the program.
Move with Mac with a move, kicks the ball over to Marino.
Inside,
Marino
nice.
Feathers it in. Lukasic, good grab by Lukasic. Over to Marino. As East Longmeadow looks to set something up. Playing a little 2-man. Feeds it into Trulio. Trulio turns. Nothing there.
No, nicely turned back.
Gets knocked away.
Well, it's a good dispossession there.
Ball with a Goodwrench. Don't know who's that.
She's got some more room to operate. Oof, point blank. Tough.
Longmeadow ball number 22, Amelia Schiller.
It's really been a very even first quarter in terms of style of play, possession, things like that. The Spartans have had a couple of terrific opportunities that have just been turned away by some great goalkeeping. The Lancers have been very opportunistic with a couple of shots that they've had that they've converted to goals. So the 2-0 score, a little bit, I don't know, it looks like it's a wider margin than it actually is at this point.
This is the one sport it can change very, very quickly.
Yep.
Two of East Longmeadow's losses, we've been up 3 or 4-0.
Yeah.
False start on Marino, and then the other team will come back. So looks a little tough. Yeah. Conway with the ball. Nice save by Holly. Holly gets a piece of it. Gets the ball over to Jenna. Jenna quickly up to Kylie. Kylie sees space.
And terrific acceleration in that open field.
It's not there yet. Not thinking that frame of mind yet.
Over to Marino. Yeah, sometimes Kylie's very good at getting the ball up the field. Sometimes I can see a shot by Marino.
Nice save.
The other Marino in the save by Vanderhoof. Oh,
Oof,
almost
nearly
grabbed by
intercepted.
Kylie.
Yep.
Longmeadow moves up the field.
Moves the
Has
ball to
space.
Yep.
Grace Howard looking to make an attempt. Grace Howard.
Oof.
I think Grace Howard's got a piece of it. They didn't call that. I think they ended up calling Grace Rapold with the check.
Check afterwards.
As Schulich is on the 8-meter. Schulich kicks the ball out to Conway. Conway gets the ball.
Ooh,
Bounces
off the post.
off it. Goodwrench gets it. Goodwrench with a nice shot. Bounces off the net.
The Spartans look to turn and go. Whitwer up the field.
Take it right at her. Nice look.
Oof.
There
Yes,
we go.
well done.
Nice look by Mac Whitwer to get the ball over to Miana Calabrese, who fires the ball into the back of the net for the Spartans. We're finally on the board with 1:35 left to go in the first quarter.
That been a turnabout and change of fortune there.
Miana Calabrese.
Longmeadow does not convert on their own 8-meter. East Longmeadow wins the possession back and brings it down and scores their own first goal of the evening.
Calabrese has been on a little bit of a scoring tear lately. She scored 3 goals in the last 2 games, or 3 goals in each game the last 2 games, as she puts the Spartans up on the board today.
Terrific.
Have a redraw. The ball doesn't go over their heads.
I was just going to say.
Got to go over their shoulders. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
You knew that.
I
was
gonna
just
call the redraw.
yeah.
I'll write that down for next time.
Addie Jordan will get that. She quickly scoops it up. Addie, oh, nice move. Little one-on-one. Goes behind the net. That's Addie's spot. Nice move by
Gets
Addie.
it in. Well done. Oh, no.
Nope, no goal. I think they were calling that she was in the circle.
Oh.
Conway with the ball. Conway's only a sophomore. Nice check
ball's
by
loose.
Kasich.
Come on, refs, wake
And
up!
Mac Whitwer is there to pick that up. Ball goes over to McKechnie. She has space.
How's that no goal, ref?
McKechnie gets the ball over the restraining line, and East Longmeadow will set up their offense. Over to Marino. Over to Lukasic.
Come on, refs, you're making my baby cry.
Some lively feedback from the East Longmeadow faithful.
Yeah. There we go.
Ooh,
Nice
nice
move
turn.
by Mac.
Yep.
Ball up in the air. Addie Jordan's there. It looked like shooting space. That should have been shooting space to me,
Where's the
but
shooting space? Come on, ref, where's the shooting space?
yeah, and Spartans are down 2-1 after the end of the first quarter. Back and forth match. Both goalies having a bunch of saves. We'll see what happens in the second quarter, Steve.
Okay, we're looking forward to it.
And we're back for second half action, Steve. Longmeadow's up 2-1. Longmeadow has a new coach this year in Kelly Gallo. I think their coach from last year, after East Longmeadow beat them, he decided to no longer coach anymore, or he went somewhere else. I heard to be an assistant coach. So, yeah, it's a good thing when East Longmeadow does that. You can force the coach out of Longmeadow. An old friend of mine, because he's no longer a friend, he's an associate now that he moved to Longmeadow. He was the one that filled me in with that information.
I like the distinction between friends and associates. That was
If he
very
moves
well
back
done,
to East
Jeff.
Longmeadow, he'll be my friend. But
in the interim, with things as they are
That's-
now.
ball goes up. Addie Jordan comes away with the ball on the draw, looking to make quick work here. Tie it up with the Spartans. Scoots one by. Miana Calabrese there to back it up. This Calabrese will play behind the net. Like to see Miana take her one-on-one, Miana. Miana over to Lukasic. Lukasic goes around.
Thought she had a look, but was denied.
Gets the ball over to Jordan. Jordan over to McKechnie. McKechnie back to Jordan. Over to Whitwer. And looks like they're going to play a little 2v2 with Longmeadow.
Yeah. Oof.
Mac Whitwer with a shot. Jordan there to pick it up.
You go, what?
In some shooting space after Jordan picked the ball up. I'll go with that. As Addie Jordan's on the 8-meter for her first attempt as a 8-meter. Jordan runs it in. She goes up. Scoops
Oof, right
it.
in.
Nice.
Well done.
Addie Jordan
Right to the net.
now on the board.
East Longmeadow goal, number 7, Addie Jordan.
So we're now at twos with just under 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. As you can see, the majority of the time it's whoever can win the draw. In this game, it's very, very keen on who can win the draw.
Yep.
Spartans have Marino on the draw. Looks like they have Anderson. Ball goes up and oh,
Looks to me like we might have a redraw on that, Jeff.
good call, Steve. See, you're getting the hang of it. You're gonna be a professional by the end of it.
No, that's all right. I wouldn't want to lose the stat person. This will be a guest spot. And then
Marino and Anderson on the draw again. And Ken Marino knocks the ball back
up.
over, and
Mac
Mac
will dig
Whitwer
it
will
out.
get
Very
it.
good.
Yep.
quickly through space.
Over to McKechnie. McKechnie off on the side. Kicks the ball over to Jordan. Jordan to Whitwer. Whitwer over to Calabrese. Calabrese to Lukasik. Back to Calabrese. Swings it over to Whitwer. She feeds it into Lukasik. Lukasik takes a step.
Ooh,
Nice pass.
Oh, just deflected
nice,
the last
nice
second.
job by Calabrese. And somehow Longmeadow ends up with the ball, and we kick it up to Din.
Ooh,
Din
ball's
gets
loose.
knocked away by. Look good. Good hustle by Ken Marino to knock it loose, but it was probably just inside the cone area, I guess.
There it is.
Hornick looks like she lost the ball out of bounds. McKasey grabbed it and went back up.
Yep.
Longmeadow with the ball. They're looking to start their offense.
Tries to find a clean look. Can't get it.
Conway with the ball. Over to Henson. Henson with a spin. Gets the ball.
Nice pass.
To Goodwrench.
That's a nice
Goodwich with a goal. Sam Goodrich with her first goal of the game.
Number 12, Samantha Goodrich with the goal.
Not sure how it's a girl drops the ball, loose ball, they both pick it up in the air, go for it, and then somehow it's their ball.
We'll see if the Spartans can come back and answer for that one. Just under 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. The visiting Lancers take a 3-2 lead over your hometown East Longmeadow Spartans. The referee gets the draw set, asks for space there.
Longmeadow switching it up, trying to change something on the draw.
Nicely
East Longmeadow doing a great job on the draw tonight as they look to set up the offense. And you'll see they have two different sticks out there, Steve. They have a draw stick that you'll see that they'll kick it off, and that's why you'll see.
Okay.
Yep. Kasich, or Jordan with the ball, goes around, fires it all the way back to Marino. Marino fires it, and Mac Whitwer.
Oof.
Mac Whitwer does a Twizzler shot, and Vanderwolf is there to have yet another save. Vanderwolf is definitely keeping Longmeadow into this game tonight.
Yeah, she has been stalwart back there so far tonight.
4 or 5 point-blank shots that she's been able to stop as Goodrich with the ball. She's met by Mac Whitwer. She gets by. She
Ball's
gets a
deflected.
shot off and scoop back. Good play by Reed to kick the ball back to Jenna Holly. Jenna Holly throws it to Kylie.
Yep.
Kylie to Reed, back to Mac. Mac to Kylie. Kylie with some space. Looks like we got to get it to the other side of the
Switch
field.
it up here. Yep, and that's thinking the same thing.
Grace Howard knocks it down. She has room.
A lot of open field in front of her.
It's a lot of hard work for the Spartans just to get that ball over. Grace Howard taking her one-on-one. She kicks it over to Lukasik. Lukasik with the ball. She kicks it over to Marino.
Here's
Over to
Mac. Good
Yep.
luck from the top.
Come on!
To push.
It's a fall by Burke on Addie Jordan, who now she'll go to 8-meter. And you never want to have Addie Jordan going on the 8-meter. She's definitely probably one of the best in Western Mass
Yep.
at these. Great save by Vanderhoof again. Well, now quickly kicks it up. Gets knocked as Angelina Trillo is going to get a 2-minute for a yellow card for that.
So how is that an individual penalty, or do they have to play short? Is that a team penalty like in hockey? How does that
No,
work?
we'll be playing a man down for the
Okay.
next 2 minutes. At the end, it doesn't matter if they score a goal. It's unlike hockey.
Oh,
You
that does
don't-
not?
Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't reset, so she'll have to be there. The other day against Chelmsford, we ended up having six yellow cards. So we had to play 2 girls down for.
Wow. Well, that's a tall order.
I think it was probably 12 minutes. I think almost the whole fourth quarter.
Wow. So that's at just about the 6.5 minute mark remaining in the first half. East Longmeadow will do their best to observe the.
Conway to Goodrich, and Goodrich with their second goal of the game. Quickly, Spartans down 4-2. There's 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second. It's tough when they're in transition and they move the ball that good, that quick like that. That Conway girl, she's going to be a good player. She's only a sophomore. So we have Addie Jordan on the draw with Goodrich, both Super Sevens.
Looking for another showdown here at midfield.
Ball goes up, knocked around. Longmeadow ends up with the ball. Watson quickly gets the ball up, throws the ball out of bounds. Kylie Marino's there. Marino with the ball, gets the ball, or Holly with the ball, gets it up to Grace Howard. Grace Howard sees a little bit of space. She
right
goes through
through.
1-2. She gets a stick to the face.
Yep.
She tosses it off.
Looks like she's hurt.
McKechnie with the ball. Kicks it over to Mac Whitwer. Mac to Jordan. To Kenna. You just throw the ball around until Longmeadow comes out on them to try to eat that clock up. Let Angelina Trulio get back in. At the same time, they come out too much. You could have that when Addie Jordan can see.
Find a seam.
Yep. Get the ball in Mac. Mac with the ball. Eat up the clock.
Yep, this has been a good possession here.
They have 3-minute penalties?
It was it was at the 6.5 minute mark. So if it was 2, yep. If it was at the 6.5 minute mark, so if she's out in the next 15 seconds, we'll see.
Hornick on Whitwer. Whitwer sees a little bit of a seam. Gets knocked around. Ball
And
goes
she's
over
back.
to McKechnie.
She's back on.
Back to Whitwer.
Spartans back at full strength.
Whitwer hits the
Coming
the
on
cutter.
right out of the.
Angelina kicks it up.
Yes.
Hopefully somebody can get there. As Din gets the ball up to
Longmeadow with a lot of space in midfield here.
Anderson one-on-one with Grace Howard. He gets it by, goes by Grace Howard and scores a goal.
Where's the charge?
Nice play by Anderson to get by everybody.
Longmeadow goal number 15, Chloe Anderson.
Longmeadow up 5-2 with just under 4 in the second quarter.
I'd like to see the Spartans get one right here. Try to take a bite out of that lead.
We haven't had that. We haven't had too many fast. I don't even think we have one fast break yet, Steve. Today.
Yeah.
Normally East Longmeadow is very good on the fast break. Longmeadow away with the ball again.
Nice pass into the inside.
Ritter with the ball. She's met by.
Well defended after that.
That's a charge!
Longmeadow continues to operate around the perimeter, waiting to get a good look. No hurry. The 3-goal lead, they'll wait to see if they get something.
Yeah, that's Conway with the ball. Conway over to Anderson. They always look to hit those cutters or take them on. Good defense by East Longmeadow to block it up. Anderson with the ball. Back to Conway.
Longmeadow not in any hurry here. They'll wait for a good look, continue to operate around the perimeter and behind the goal to see if they can find a look that they like, try to find a seam somewhere in the defense.
Goodrich with the ball.
Well defended again by East Longmeadow.
Kicks it all the way over to Conway, and Conway shoots and scores. That's Conway's first goal of the game, her 15th on the season. Longmeadow's up 6-2 with 2:45.
Extra goal number 14, carried Conway.
So Longmeadow looks like they're spreading out their scoring. Pretty well distributed so far on the 6 goals.
Yeah, Henson has a goal, Goodrich has 2, Conway has 1, Anderson has 1, and Schuluk has 1.
Let's see if the Spartans can win this draw. Ball popped up in the air. Jordan comes in.
Good
and
play
she
by
scoops
Jordan
it
to
up.
knock the ball out of Hornick's hand.
Wow.
Get the ball. Addy by 1. Fires it in there. And another save by Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof quickly gets the ball up to Anderson. That's
Ball's
got to get
loose.
up. That's out of bounds.
We'll take it, try to capitalize on that misplay by the Lancers. East Longmeadow will look to restart things here with Kylie Marino. Oh, deflected, but
double teamed.
she went.
It should be East Longmeadow ball. Kylie Marino gets the ball in. 2 Longmeadow girls run into each other. That's a little Barry Sanders action right there from Kylie Marino. McKechnie gets the ball. McKechnie over to Jordan. Jordan to Lukasik. Lukasik only has 1 girl. She goes in and out. Now it's started over. Don't force anything. She gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie up top to Whitwer. Longmeadow can be a little patient with the 6-2 lead. East Longmeadow would be nice to get 1 more on board before halftime.
I'm impressed at the Barry Sanders reference. I had done a little bit of reading beforehand, and I knew that Jim Brown, the legendary football player, was a great lacrosse player at Syracuse, but I was not expecting the Barry Sanders reference, but that was very much what that looked like with the 2 defenders
with a
go
dodge,
down.
she goes in. She just got to keep her
Yes!
left, and
All
Sabrina
right.
McKechnie with a goal.
Well done. Took her right on, went right in. Excellent.
McKechnie's now on the board with her first goal of the game, and East Longmeadow cuts the lead down to 6-3.
10, Sabina McKechnie.
Little over a minute left, 6-3. If East Longmeadow could win this draw and somehow get 1 more before halftime,
Girls lacrosse with 1:10 left, they could score 3 goals each. Like it's, you can pile some goals up quickly if you win the draw and run down. Either side can happen. Jordan back up on the draw. I like these refs. The refs have really letting the girls play today, which is good. Addie Jordan wins the draw, and they come down. She has the numbers. She gets by 1. She gets by 1 more, and she'll get shooting space. So now it'll be Addie Jordan's turn on the 8-meter mark. Vanderhoof looking to make a stop attempt before the quarter as Jordan goes up.
oof.
Goes by. Good pickup by Miana Calabrese. Ken
Still
Marino
on the
tries
ground.
to sneak one in there.
Oh,
Ken Marino knocks it around. Mac
Yes.
Whitwer picks it up. There's bodies everywhere, Steve.
yep.
Mac Whitwer looking for a cutter. Who's the cutter? Nobody there. Mac Whitwer comes around. Another save by
by Callum.
Vanderhoof. A couple empty checks as they go up. Anderson with the ball, met by Kylie Marino. Kylie Marino looking to slow her down. Good job by Kylie Marino to slow her down. Let East Longmeadow get back.
Try to absorb these last 10 seconds. See if you can
Yep.
get out of here without conceding.
Yep, we don't want to make sure nobody
No cheap
don't hit
ones
those
here.
extra cutters way up top.
Oof, yep, just get it off.
Oh,
Nice save.
Jenna Holly with a
Nice
save
save.
as time expires. What a good first half by both teams. Was Longmeadow up 6-3 going into the third quarter. All right, we are back with second half action. Longmeadow Lancers, Henson has 1, Goodrich has 2, Conway has 1, Anderson has 1, and Zulik has 1. For the Spartans, Jordan has 1, Calabrese has 1, and McKechnie has 1. Looking to start the second half action with Kenna Marino on the line with Goodrich.
So yeah, very tight game. Only 3 goals here as we get one half in the books, and we look to put the other half underway right now. Ball's still bouncing around, controlled by Mac Whitwer. Turns it back.
Let's see Longmeadow set it up, let Kenna Marino get it to stick, and Addie Jordan with the ball. Takes a step and looks to blow by, gets the ball all the way over to Marino. Marino over Lukasik, Lukasik to McKechnie. McKechnie looking, nothing there. Little hop, skip, still nothing there. As long as they don't force anything. McKechnie goes in, loses it. Lukasik is there to pick it up. Lukasik takes a shot and another save by Vanderhoof.
Wow.
Vanderhoof having a great game. It's always a good thing for the visiting team when the goalie's on fire for the day.
Yeah. She's had some terrific saves so far.
Greenman with the ball. Kicks the ball up to
Oof, nice cut.
nice feed. Goodrich gets the ball over to Anderson. Or Henson. Henson with the ball over to Conway. Schluck with the ball. Kicks the ball over. I don't know.
Spartans patient on defense. Cutter there. Oops. Saved by Holly.
Quickly gets the ball up to Marino, and they're off. Marino has 3 Longmeadow girls chasing her, almost running out of sideline. Gets that little nudge and gets by her into the over the restraining line. Gets the ball over to Lukasik. Lukasik to Mac. Mac to Jordan.
Jordan with some room to operate there.
Jordan fires the ball
Yes.
past Vanderhoof. That's a nice shot.
Well
That's
done.
a wind up, and there you go. As Addie Jordan gets her second goal of the game. The Spartans now cut the lead down, only down 2.
East Longmeadow goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
Even a goalkeeper having a good night is not going to stop that one. That was absolutely smoked.
No, that's anytime they're shooting it that hard from, I don't even know, 10 feet out, there's not much you can do. You just got to hope that the ball hits your net, I guess.
Hits the post, or miss it, or goes wide. Yep, exactly.
Marino back up on the draw. Pretty even tonight as far as draws. Ball goes up. As Goodrich ends up with the ball.
Oh, ball's on the
Another
ground.
missed throw. That's got to get out of bounds unless. Yep, nice save as Sabina McKechnie scoops
Nice,
the ball up.
dug it out. Well done.
Gets the ball over to Holly. Holly to Mac. Mac will turn, and she has space. Hornick in front of her. She gets Addie Jordan and Mac Whitwer.
Yep.
Mac only has 1 girl left. She
Goes
goes
right
by
by her.
her.
Right by her.
Oof. Shoots just wide as Calabrese is there to back it up.
Yeah, that was a very good run coming out of the back.
Mac on the backside of the net. Mac goes up and just misses again. Nobody backing it up for the Spartans, and Longmeadow gets the ball. Got to be Din. Din runs I think she's the one that always runs it up for them.
Yeah.
All day long. She looks like she's got quite a bit of speed back there. Henson with the ball, kicks the ball all the way back, comes over to Conway.
Oop.
Angelina Trulio
Almost
tries
was
to
able to
get
run
it.
her down. Oh, nice. Oh, nicely defended. Broken up at the last
Kendall
second.
Reed gets in there. Good job. Kendall Reed gets knocked as she ends up with the ball. She kicks the ball over to Marino. Marino over to McKechnie. McKechnie has space.
That's in midfield.
McKechnie gets the ball
Finds
to Jordan on
some
the run.
room to
Jordan
operate.
only one left.
Nice
Jordan
move.
goes by one, goes by two. Smartly pulls it back.
Yes,
Hits
nice.
the wide open.
Oh, nicely backed up.
Good job by. Nice shot by Trulio.
Tuck it in. Oh.
Nice passing there. Get the ball to Watson, and now there's a timeout. Longmeadow. Timeout Longmeadow. It's 6-4. Lancers up with just under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And we're back. Just under 8 minutes to play in the third quarter with Longmeadow Lancers holding on to a 2-goal lead, pretty much holding on to a 2-goal lead the whole game, Steve.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, it's been very, very tight. And like we said, right before that Longmeadow timeout, East Longmeadow had a terrific run. This really could be a one-goal game. Ball's on the ground again.
Quickly gets that Longmeadow just throws the ball out of bounds.
Now, as a coach, that has to drive you crazy coming out of a timeout. You're going to talk about things. You're going to try to settle things down, draw it up. And to lose the ball right out of the timeout like that, ugh.
Well, you know what, Steve? I think that was the old coaches. I think he drew up that play.
That play?
For Longmeadow,
Okay.
yeah. Addie Jordan fires it in. Way to capitalize on a mistake by the Lancers, and Addie Jordan scores her second goal of the game.
Wow. If the Longmeadow plan with the timeout was to stop the bleeding, that certainly did not meet the.
Yeah, you don't.
Meet
That's
its
not
goal.
one thing you want that to happen.
Nope. Well
Lucky
done.
for the Spartans, it did, and Spartans only down one.
Like you said, terrific job capitalizing on that. Jordan put it away, which was great.
With, what, 15 seconds off the Longmeadow has the ball, and within 15 seconds, the Spartans put one in the back of the net.
Yep.
So tides can change very quickly in lacrosse. Jordan up on the draw with Goodrich.
Let's see who comes away with this one. The referee backs out. Ball's up in the air.
Addie Jordan comes flying in, or Kendall Marino comes flying in and gets it. Just keep going with it.
No one in
Got
front
one
of her,
more.
right?
Taken to the hoop hole. That looked like a bad check from behind. It's Kendall Marino. Looks like she'll be getting an 8-meter.
Okay. Well,
Nice to see
well
Kendall.
called.
Nice to see Kendall Marino. Nice backhand, bare hand too, and with the ball.
Yep.
Through it to. I like that. It's nice to see Kendall Marino taking the ball to the cage, kind of facing Vanderhoof straight on.
Ooh, trying to
Another
tuck it
save.
in.
And Mac Whitwer's there for the rebound.
Well.
Nice take by Kendall Marino. Vanderhoof with the save, and Mac Whitwer there to back it up, to quickly put the ball in the back of the net. Mac Whitwer now on the board.
East Longmeadow goal number 5, Mac Whitwer.
As within 50 seconds, Steve, the Spartans have now tied the game 6-6 with just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Get your popcorn at home, folks. This is gonna come right down to it. Terrific.
Hard-fought battle on both sides of the field. Mac Whitwer, Addie Jordan on the draw.
Whistle blows, and
That's an empty check. Yep.
turn. Oof.
So that's an empty check, Steve. You can't hit it, like, completely not even hit anything. That's what the Longmeadow did. So she hit Kenna's stick, and East Longmeadow comes out with the ball. Calabrese with the ball up to McKechnie. McKechnie over to Jordan, all the way over to Mac Whitwer. Clear it out and let Mac go one-on-one as they do. Mac goes in, turns around, takes a shot, ball bounces. Calabrese there to back up the back of the net. Calabrese behind the net. like to see him clear out and let Calabrese go one-on-one. She's very, very shifty. Go by her,
Could
Miana.
be it. Yeah.
Miana turns her around,
Ooh,
scoots
there
it
it
in.
is.
There we go.
On cue,
That's
the
it.
call from
Hey,
the announcer
I
right there.
had it going. Great job by Miana Calabrese. Way to make me look good, Miana.
Drew it up from the booth.
Like I said, Calabrese has been on a scoring tear the last couple games. Spartans taking their first lead of the game. They're up 7-6 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
While this is a good groove, let's keep the pressure on and pour on as many as we can right now. Things going the Spartans' way, seeing if they can win this draw to continue to keep that pressure on the visiting Lancers.
It's all about the draw. Addie Jordan, and the ball's loose. Conway ends up with the ball. She's met by ooh. Good job by Kenna Marino to hold her up, and Addie Jordan with the check, but a little too close for comfort. As Conway will start off with the ball. She gets the ball into Goodwrench, and Longmeadow looking to stop the bleeding. She goes around the corner.
Oh.
Who's that? 7? Din?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Tough 8-meter on the sideline.
Yeah.
False start.
That's what it was. Yep. Oh.
Ooh, East Longmeadow. A little really early on that one, but East Longmeadow gets away with it. Ball's up over their head. Ball goes around.
Oh, still on the ground. Picked up by
Mac Whitwer. Blocking.
What?
I think that call was against Sabina McKechnie with all 100 pounds of her charging through the Longmeadow defender, knocking her down. But
I don't know anything about this sport. That didn't look like a good call to me.
I think when Sabina ran into the other girl and knocked her down, that's when it happened. Longmeadow throwing the ball away again.
That's it. That's it. Ball don't lie. See, that's gonna be my line right there. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Yeah.
That's it. Justice is correctly served.
Kylie Marino has space. She can get by one.
There she goes.
As she goes by everybody.
Go by a third
one.
one.
Goodwrench comes from the other side of the field.
Nope.
Kylie Marino quickly gets the ball in. Good job by Kylie Marino. Sprinting 80 yards down the field. Coach Gary will be happy with her conditioning for the fall. As the Spartans look to set it up, Addie Jordan.
Jordan with her eyes constantly up.
Double. Yep. They'll double her up. Mac Whitwer with the ball. I say go behind the net and get the ball to Calabrese again. Let her work from behind the net. I think they're looking to double up Whitwer and Jordan.
Up top,
Yep.
So maybe if you change up that point of attack to behind the net, it gives them a different look.
Nice grab by Jordan.
Yeah, that was nicely held on too.
I say you work the ball on the backside. Yeah, it happened earlier on with McKechnie. Get a mismatch that you like, and then clear out and let the girls go one-on-one. Jordan behind, she's getting doubled up. Ball empty. Gets knocked out, and ball goes out of bounds.
Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Spartans ahead 7-6.
Burke with the ball. Somebody's got to look to slow her down. And Longmeadow gets the ball over the restraining line, looking to set something up. Good job by Grace Raypold to slow down the defender and keep her out there. It's good defense.
Yep.
Just over 2:25, just under 2:25 in the third quarter. Conway with the ball.
Oof, almost over the top. Longmeadow has slowed things way down here.
Yeah, looking to slow down and control it, I guess. Nice feed. He loses it.
Dugout.
Good
Yep.
job by Grace Howard to evade 2 girls. Now Grace Howard gets a stack. Grace Howard gets checked.
Switch to the far side of the field.
Grace Raypold with the ball. Raypold blazing down the line. Raypold gets into the Longmeadow's end, gets the ball over to McKechnie. And McKechnie will slow it down and get the East Longmeadow offense started. Whitwer over to Marino. There we go. Take her, Kenna. There you go. Oh,
Just shut off at the last minute.
yeah. East Longmeadow does a really good job, I think, attacking from the sides. Been very successful today with that. Nice look. Kenna trying to get shooting space, not there.
Ooh, nice. That was a good look, just didn't quite get. Oh, nicely defended.
Good job by Angelina Trulio to knock the ball loose. And it's one of those I don't know calls, and
Just under a minute. See if we can keep the Lancers off the board here, see if we can dispossess. Oof, nice interior
they
passing.
miss wide.
Wow.
Whoa. Nice feed by Conway. I don't know who took the shot. Goodrich? Maybe, I don't know.
She looked like she was only about 4 yards out. She should have put that one home.
Just wide. Conway with the ball, and she's going to get shooting space. Conway will end up being in there, getting shooting hurt on the 8 meter. She steps in.
Oof,
She
nice
bounces,
save.
the ball goes out wide, and it looks like, yes,
East Longmeadow ball.
good job by Kendall Reed to get the inside track of that and get the ball. Good job by Kendall Reed there. 11 seconds left. There we go. Fling it way up.
Yeah.
It's still too long. Ball bounces around. So it looks like we're going into the 4th quarter with the Spartans up 7-6.
Terrific third quarter for East Longmeadow.
And we're back for the last 12 minutes of the 4th quarter, Steve. It's a hard-fought battle between both teams going back and forth all game. What do you think we need to do?
Well, I think if we can continue some of the momentum from the third quarter, we had done a terrific job with our both offensively for East Longmeadow and a terrific job in shutting down Longmeadow offensively. If we can replicate that third quarter, whatever they did there seemed to be the secret sauce.
Yeah, that was huge. Mac Whitwer had a goal. Addie Jordan had 2. And Miana Calabrese had a goal for the Spartans to help East Longmeadow take that 7-6 lead.
Yep. So, continue to play with pace and confidence and see what happens. A little bit of a delay on the draw here.
East Longmeadow changing up. Addie Jordan on the draw now. Addie with a self-draw right here, calling that. Ball goes up. Ball gets down.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Longmeadow comes away with the ball.
Operates on the far side of the field.
Nice check by Jordan. Can she get to it out of bounds? That should be East
that's a
Longmeadow
block.
ball.
Yep, blocking.
Yep, good job by Addie Jordan.
Yep,
Knock
just the
it
way
out
to-
of the stick and quickly.
And then run it all the way down. It was great.
Raypole gets the ball back to Jenna Holly. Now Jenna Holly looking for somebody. She kicks it over to Reed. Reed has room. Kendall still has room.
Looks around again. Oops.
Oh, East Longmeadow getting away with that.
Oh.
Ball's
Okay,
loose.
Max
Max
got
Whitwer
it.
ends up picking it up. Good job by Kendall Reed to flick it over to Whitwer. Whitwer
Yep.
picks it up, quickly getting the ball over the restraint line. As Din quickly chases her.
Finds
That goes
McKechnie.
fast.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. I mean, you see these girls on the open field. There's some real burners.
Jordan with the ball. Calabrese. I like that matchup. Let Calabrese do something with the girl. Or to Jordan. Jordan to Marino. To Kasich. Fakes. Goes through one, has a girl skating. She gets it.
Yes. And it is. Wow.
What an in and out through 4 Longmeadow girls as Caroline Lukasik gets the ball past Vanderhoof.
That was terrific.
That's Caroline's first goal of the game. Spartans go up 8-6 with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. What a play by Lukasik.
Yeah.
Gets that.
Started off with the fake as they were doing that rotation on the outside. Give it up, give it up. She kept it, missed the rotation, went through on the fake, and then brought it all the way in.
A lot of times, I think the girls on the other team, when that happens, they don't think somebody's going to fake going to their weak hand. Lukasik takes the ball strong with her weak hand, goes through a couple Longmeadow defenders, and gets one past Vanderhoof for her first goal, and Spartans 8th.
See, I would be very hard to defend in that case, Jeff, because I have 2 weak hands. So they would never, they would have no
Either
idea
way,
where I was
they wouldn't
going,
know which way you're going. Jordan up on the draw. It's with Goodrich. And Conway ends up with it. She's got a head of steam.
Yep.
She's met by Kylie Marino. And that ball
off the
bounces
post.
off. Oh,
Nice save.
nice shot by, I don't know who took the shot, but off the post, ball gets up to Grace Howard. Grace Howard.
Oop.
And that'll be
And
a
that'll
yellow
be- yep.
card on
2
Conway.
minutes. That's well timed for the Spartans. So that foul comes at the 9:50 mark.
Yeah, so she'll be in the timeout chair until 7:50. One thing I will give Grace Howard credit for, Steve, she
Pick it up.
runs
Pick it
very
up.
hard.
Pick it up.
Good defense by Kendall Reed to slow her down. As Longmeadow will. This is one of those things they're going to want to eat up 2 minutes of the clock, and so they can get the full strength. But at the same time, you're also taking 2 minutes off the clock with
And gameplay where they need to try to come back and get some goals. Yep.
There you go.
Ball's
Look
on
at
the
that
ground.
hustle by Jordan.
Yep. Tries to dig it out.
Ball pops around. There
Yep.
we go.
Holly's got it.
Good hustle by Addie Jordan. That's got to get over.
Get there. Oh, get there.
Good hustle by Addie Jordan to make Longmeadow nervous and throw the ball around. Only for us to throw the ball out of bounds on them. So
Okay, just about a minute remaining on that penalty.
I'd put pressure on these back defenders of Longmeadow. A few times they've thrown the ball away when they've gotten it, but we'll see what happens. 8:30 left with the Spartans up 2. Goodrich with the ball. And for Longmeadow, Conway, one of their scorers, sitting in the timeout with the yellow card. So that's always tough when one of your goal scorers is sitting in the box.
Here we go, White.
Longmeadow will kill off the last 15 seconds of the penalty.
Very patiently waiting. I think 7:50 she should be in. If that was in fact a 2 minute, that should be at the 7:50
Ball gets out.
mark.
East Longmeadow gets the ball by an unforced turnover from Longmeadow. East Longmeadow calls timeout with the Spartans up 8-6 with 7:45 to go in 4th quarter. Stay tuned, everyone. As the teams break their huddle, get out for the final 7:45 left in the game. See what can happen. East Longmeadow will start off with the ball behind their net. Longmeadow looking to do a full court press, I would presume. This is when we really want to get the ball into one of our ball handlers.
Exactly right.
Let them get upfield. So I would either Addie Jordan just inbounds, takes the ball, and she'll just look to run by everybody. She gets the ball up to Grace Howard.
There it is. Just keep
Grace
track of
Howard to
it.
McKechnie and gets by.
You just want to try to hold on to that ball.
Now they have the keeper out of the net. This is Henson with the ball. No, Burke with the ball. Burke gets the ball up. And East Longmeadow will be playing defense once again. It's one of those things, just want to get the ball over that 30-yard line, over their straining line. Hold on to it. Yeah.
Yep. See if you can use some time on possession. You're going to have to dispossess Longmeadow here, play good defense, and see if you can win that ball back.
Henson with the ball, gets it over to Conway. Conway fires
ball's on the
pass
ground
into the middle. It's a kick. So it looks like East Longmeadow, I don't know, kick. But I thought you could kick the ball. So you get harmless, so Longmeadow will get the ball back. Goodwrench gets the ball back on the 12-meter, and she'll kick it over. Ball goes to Henson. Henson to Werder. Werder dumps the ball behind the net.
Oh, unforced error.
Greenman throws the ball over. East Longmeadow will, this time, Kenna Marino will start with the ball. Kenna Marino gets the ball over to Jenna Holly, and she'll play it from the back of the net with 5:58 to go. I think that Jenna Holly dumped the ball in the net, and then Jenna Holly stepped in the crease shortly after. So East Longmeadow gets a turnover, and then they quickly turn the ball over.
Unlucky, unfortunate there.
Well, Longmeadow looking to make something else happen.
You're going to have another defensive stand here. The Spartans are going to have to look to try to, again, repel the Lancers' attack. See if they can keep them on the perimeter and deny them any good penetrating looks or cuts.
Conway to Goodrich.
Good defense.
Goodrich, good job by Marino to stop Goodrich. As Henson gets the ball, they fire the ball into the middle. Loose ball, and I don't know what that call is. Nevertheless, looks like Conway will be taking an 8-meter. Just under 5 minutes to go. Jenna Holly looking to make a stop. Jenna Holly
nice
with
save.
A great save by Jenna Holly.
Wow.
Anytime they come up big, and that's the time you want to do it.
Huge
great save by Jenna Holly. Spartans. And I say that's a heads-up play by Mac Whitwer.
Hold on to it. Yep.
As Jenna Holly gets the ball up to McKechnie. McKechnie gets the ball up.
Let's see if we can
possess. Kasich. They have the numbers.
Possess for a while here. Yep.
And she pulls the ball back to Marino. Marino's got somebody behind her. There we go.
Just at the 4-minute mark remaining here in the fourth quarter, East Longmeadow continues to hold a 2-goal advantage, 8-6.
Now you just hold back here. This is when we want to make Longmeadow come out. Make Longmeadow come out. They're going to have to chase us. They're down 2, so they can't. At some point, they're going to have to come out.
There's nothing to sit back for them to hold, so we'll be happy to.
Then once you do that, there's a lot of empty space in there, Steve.
Yep. Especially with some of the dangerous attacking players that East Longmeadow has. Yep, and here they come. There it is. There's the cut.
Oh, Kecken can't hold on to it. Lukasic is there. Lukasic holds on to it. Or no, Trulio. Longmeadow gets the ball. 3:20 to go. Spartans up 2, and that
ball's on the ground.
Out.
Yep. Jordan. Oop, nicely.
That's almost where you want to let that shield let that go out of bounds.
Still on the ground. But Longmeadow burning a lot of time here.
Longmeadow calls a timeout. Longmeadow calls a timeout with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Spartans still have a 2-goal lead, 8-6. Stay tuned. And we're back for the last 3 minutes of action. Longmeadow will start off with the ball. As East Longmeadow had called a timeout. So Longmeadow will have the ball. Goodrich kicks the ball back over to Din. Din switches sides. And they get the ball up. They'll get the ball over the restraining line, and they'll try to make something happen.
You need to just hold your defensive assignments, try to deny any of those penetrating runs, pick up any cutters.
Goodrich with the ball, she's going all the way around.
No good look,
Good
well
defense,
defended.
Good defense by the Spartans to not let Goodrich even get a shot off.
Couldn't find
Now
a way
it's
in.
Conway. Conway kicks the ball behind the net, and the ball bounces loose. And
luckily for her, she picks it up.
good defense by Grace Raypold.
Yeah.
Longmeadow starts to kick the ball all the way back over. Anderson with the ball. She turns around, takes a shot. Ball bounces loose. Heard from a comment from somebody down below. They thought it was a pass. They think they could have been right, but
Ooh, nice save. Oh, saved it initially, and then it just bounced away. Unlucky. Oh, unlucky bounce.
and now that makes it a even closer game with 8-7 with just under 2 minutes to go as Longmeadow.
Number 12, Samantha Goodrich.
Sam Goodrich gets her third goal of the game.
All right, let's go. Spartans, let's win this draw and hold the ball for the next 2 minutes.
Addie Jordan on the draw.
It's going to be this is a big moment in the game right here.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job letting them play on. Yeah, this reminds me of the Walpole game. They let them play. Addie Jordan, Goodrich on the ball, on the draw. Illegal. They'll do a redraw.
Okay. A lot riding on this draw.
Yeah, this is one that you want to get. Oh, what a grab. Grab by Conway. Conway quickly making head speed.
All the way down to the...
And she throws the ball
throws
out
it
of
away.
bounds. That's a throw out of bounds.
Yep.
East Longmeadow ball. Yep.
And this is one where someone needs the... Bo would tell you not to go retrieve that ball too quickly.
Yes.
Take your
This is
time
one time
collecting
you
it.
want to, you want to let that run out, right? Get the ball to
Grab it.
McKechnie. McKechnie has space. Get the ball over the restraining line.
Good.
Set everything up. Good work by McKechnie to
Excellent.
get the ball
Well
over
done.
to Mac Whitwer.
Yep.
Mac Whitwer over to Jordan.
Yep.
Jordan
Find
over
some
to
space.
Lukasik. Lukasik over to Calabrese. Back to Mac. There
Yep.
we go. That's it.
Under a minute.
Mac Whitwer, make him come to you.
Yep.
Make him come to you, Mac. You can run it around. Spartans have 50 seconds left. Mac Whitwer only one. I'd start sending two girls at some
Yep.
point.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nicely
she gets
done,
doubled. Now it's a triple. There's a little push from behind. East Longmeadow calls timeout with 35 seconds.
Wow. LCAT Sports, ladies and gentlemen, will sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Coming back for the last 35 seconds.
And we are back for the final 35 seconds of the East Longmeadow crosstown rivalry matchup with the Spartans up 1 goal with the ball with 35 seconds to go, Steve.
This has been an absolutely epic battle all night, so the Spartans can hang in there for the last 30 seconds.
Mac gets a call as Longmeadow is chasing everybody all around.
And Mac just runs
That's
right
an
away
empty
from
check.
her.
I think the question is going to be how much can Mac
How
run
much
the
gas
ball
does she have in
around?
the tank? Yep.
And she's in and out.
Yeah.
In and out. Mac's got 12 more seconds.
The entire team,
Good
including
job.
the goalkeeper, chasing
Mac
her.
Whitwer 1 on 8. 5-4. Great job by the Spartans
Yeah.
to beat Longmeadow 8-7.
All right. Well done. Well done.
Well, Steve, thank you for coming tonight, watching East Longmeadow beat Longmeadow for the second time in history.
Jeff, it was my pleasure. Thank you for teaching me about lacrosse, and maybe I'll be back. Good job tonight, Spartans.
Everybody have a good night.